reflection of my deepest needs. You were there, I knew, now you know.
Hi there, Aries. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your weekly reading. Back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello. And for those of you who have been a long time, welcome back. So this is going to be a relationship spread, yes? Don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. And this is a general reading, so this may or may not resonate with you. And because this is a general reading, so the roles might be reversed. Anyway, let's talk now. So in your overall energy, it's still in reverse. Actually, you have a Devil card, you have a Five of Swords in reverse, and you also have the Page of Pentacles. So even though it's in a reverse, it's kind of like quite positive, because I feel that you are now, in this 1 week to come, you guys are going to be stepping out of your shadow side, and you're tired of having a relationship where it's a very, very competition type of relationship. Either you want to compete with somebody else to get somebody, or you compete with your partner in proving who's wrong and who is right, and having this petty fight on who has the upper hand and stuff and all that stuff, who wants to be in controls and all that stuff. Like you've outgrown it, and you feel that stuff is very, very childish for you these days. And you have a Page of Pentacles in reverse in here, so I think you have been analyzing your relationship sector for quite a while and try to make a crossroads. And I feel that that faith is slipping a little bit. Look at the challenges means two cards of the overall challenge of the relationship is that you have the King of Cups and you also have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel that this symbolizes one of you. In a way, that King of Cups means that there's one person in here who is being very, very emotionally manipulative, it just seeps right through, like when a King of Cups is in the challenge and is playing their emotional games, it just seeps into us. It's different than a crazy mind games that a King of Swords would do. Like, it hurts our brain, but a King of Cups type of emotional manipulation, it just seeps right through, and then all of a sudden it just hurts. You know what I mean? And the second one is that you have the Queen of Pentacles, so you might be dealing with somebody you are, again, overall challenge, no pointing fingers in here, but with the Queen of Pentacles in here, one person in here is not being stable enough, is not being consistent, is not trustworthy. It's either they cannot trust you or you cannot trust them, or you might accuse them of being materialistic or liking you for your materialistic quality, or they might accuse you of doing that to them. So in the past, this person has the World card in a way that I feel Saturn, actually Saturn just turns retrograde today, and also the Seven of Swords in here. So this person, see, this person, yeah, I mean, they have the Seven of Swords. There's so many glare, I hate it. Anyway, this person, if you guys are dealing with one person, this person might give you the impression as if like they don't care that much. With the World card, I don't think about you that much either. I'm just going to stop thinking about you. You're just like ahead, and it's easy for me to take it off and all that stuff. But what they're doing is actually the Seven of Swords. It's like a lot of testing games in here, because they feel that you were undecided in the past. Yep, you see how this person is holding in the Five of Swords, and then here they have the Two of Swords. So they're not being confrontational, they're not trying to arouse any type of conflict, but they're not also telling you what they want to tell you. So this thing is actually a bluff. And why are they doing this? Is because they feel that you guys are so happy with yourself. You are the Nine of Cups. So I feel that in the past, you guys are so much into your own emotional well-being, your own emotional fulfillment. You might do like a lot of meditation, or you might do like a lot of stuff that is of your passion, and they don't like it that much. So you might miss them here with the Page of Wands. You might think that, this person has grown so distant to me, but that's not true. Because if you guys are dealing with one person, the thing that they've done in the past, they're doing it on purpose. It's like a cry for you to notice them. It's like a cry for help or cry for attention. Lima kartu masa sekarang. That means 5 cards in the now. And now they're still kind of like wondering what is up with you guys. They have the 7 of Cups in there. I couldn't really pinpoint where am I in Aries life. But they still do want to have this 10 of Pentacles with you. For some of you though, you might be dealing with somebody who has multiple options other than you too. I think a lot of you actually do deal with 2 people. We'll get to the 2 people scenarios by the end of the reading, all right? Because if you guys are only doing one person, like the energy switch really, really quickly in a way that you do understand that they have so much questions, they have so much worries, but I feel that you're not willing to address that because you don't want to ignite any other fight and all that stuff. And also at the same time, you still are very, very genuinely in love with this person with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a very, very Pisces type of quality in a way that it's very, very Neptunian. You know what I mean? Like, I see the future with this person. I'm going to fantasize. I'm going to imagine. I'm going to daydream about this person. And I feel like this person is this and that, this and that, this and that. They adore the way that you love them. They adore this quality of yours. But they need something more. It's like when you guys are in this state of, being, they adore you very much and they can see the potentials in you. But when you guys are detaching yourself, when you guys are up to do either your work and then you're focusing 100% on your work or your family or your children or your friends or whatever, they're not really happy about it. You're dealing with somebody who has a little bit of a trust issue, I should say. They kind of like feel that you're coming and going type of energy. They might accuse you of being an avoidant person too. That means 5 cards in the future. Temperance card in reverse, so they might lose their patience in the future. But still, they're not going to say anything. They're not going to say anything. They just want to wait around and wait. What is it that this person wants though? Like this I'm sorry guys, but like I'm nosy. I'm Sagittarius. I'm nosy. Apa sih yang mereka mau? Apa sih yang mereka mau sebenarnya dari Aries? What do they want from Aries? So what do they want from you? They have the Empress card in there, clarified by the 5 of Pentacles, and also the Lover's card. And they, at the bottom of that, you also have the Knight of Swords there. So I feel that you're dealing with a partner who has, they say everything that is nothing and nothing that is everything. Nothing that is everything. You know what I mean? In a way that you're dealing with somebody who has a little bit of a difficulties in formulating or verbalizing how they feel and what their desires are. Have like a little bit of inability to express that they feel abandoned or they feel neglected or they feel that they want your attention and all that stuff. So because of that, they act funny. Yes, it's a little bit of a cry of attention, I should say this, Aries. They want your attention. They really do want your attention. They want you to notice them. They want you to court them. They want you to, yeah. They might accuse you of being avoidant though. Like I feel for both parties actually. And if this is not addressed, as soon as possible, I could actually see them getting more and more frustrated in the future, and they might come to you as a Knight of Swords. Yeah. What people don't understand about us fire signs is that we're not really good at reading between the lines. Throw this type of thing to me, I won't be able to read between the lines if I'm not pulling my cards, you know what I mean? So the communication has to be as effective, has to be as transparent as possible for you to get the message. And this person has that inability to express to formulate into words what they need from you. And this is making this relationship a bit difficult to make. And I feel that in the future, yes, they're going to lose their patience. The thing about this, the thing going on with your relationship sector with them is that Aries is they pour their heart and soul into this relationship, and if they don't get happiness out of this relationship, it really does affect their self-esteem. It makes them imbalance. They're so focused on this relationship that they neglect their work, they neglect their families, they neglect something else. And I could see that happening in the future. They want you to notice their pain, but they're not saying anything. But so how would you understand that? Okay, so that is it if you guys are dealing with one person. What happens if you guys are dealing with one person and you're over this relationship and you just want to move forward? I feel that in the future, you got two people coming into your life. One person who is being a bit like, it's a very, very fast connection, it's fast and boom and all that stuff. It makes you feel good at first, but then foolish, maybe like 1 week or 2 weeks later, like, yeah, man, the fire has died down. Whereas there's going to be like another person who is being a bit mysterious, and with this person, you really love the idea of, being with them and celebrating this connection that you have with them. All right, so that is it if you guys are dealing with one person. It already ends now. Now let's move on to the two people scenarios. Yeah. So, person A is somebody who you already started to notice in the past that this person has grown further and further apart from you. And they might be like a no contact period between the both of you because you miss them a lot. And this person wanting to, they promise to themselves that they want to let you go, but I feel that they have a little bit of a difficulties in doing that. In the now, though, you guys are completely detaching yourself away from them. You have the Six of Swords. I'm done thinking about you, not worthy and all that stuff. And they're wondering what the hell is going on with you. Like, why aren't you pursuing me again? Why aren't we talking again? Do you have somebody else in your life? You might have like a stalker in here. In the future, you guys are going to take a giant leap of faith with another person, not with them. And they're going to, it affects them. It will affect them. It will. In a way that they might neglect their work, they might neglect something, whatever, like it will affect them very much. You may not see it, but it will affect them. Person B is somebody who have had an interest with you even before you notice this person, but they're not showing up. You know what I mean? Like when you are so chill with yourself, like they adore you that much. And in the now, they adore how you love them. They adore that you're so like a child who is in love. So Page of Cups, and they adore that, and they kind of like see the future in you. But the thing about person B is that they're a Pentacle person. Yes, they adore the way that you love them. They adore how you made them feel, but also at the same time, they also want to talk about the future. I appreciate, the connection that we have, but I also want to know, like, what are your plans in the future? Like, what are we going to do about our relationship? Are we going to move in? Are we going to get engaged? Or are we going to have a baby? Are we going to do this and that? This and that is a very, very Pentacle type of stuff. And in the future, they're like exercising like a little bit of their patience, because I feel that in the future, you guys are still on the honeymoon phase of the relationship with that 4 and 1s in there. So you just want to you kind of like want to have fun. You want to go into, a honeymoon phase of the relationship, and they're just being patient with you in there. All right, so I think that is it for my reading for you, Aries. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to read for you again next week for another weekly reading. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys gain like a lot of clarity through this reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great week. I love you.
If I love you and you love me, let's plant a seed, watch it grow into a tree, baby. Why don't we grow some nectarines, baby? Why don't we grow a little